Hello guys, and welcome back to For the Life of Me. I can now fully hear, and I can fully, I don't know. I'm not sick. I am no longer sick. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow. Okay, so the thing is that Drop 3 wasn't really supposed to be a big drop, and then it suddenly now is. Which is quite amusing. So, Drop 3 of Unmuted Media's Media Month, of course, Media Month 2, pardon, was probably the biggest drop, just because I decided to do something fun, and then it just happened to line up with a couple of things properly, so that I could kind of rebrand the whole company. And I will be explaining why I did that and some of the other little things that may have gone under the radar as you observed Drop 3. So, anyways, without further ado, I was about to say let's get into it. Oh my goodness. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the music. Perfect. Okay. Today's a big day for multiple reasons. Number one, because I'm recording For the Life of Me. Number two, because today is the day that Spotify Wrapped comes out and everybody's freaking out saying, oh my gosh, look at my top artist. Look at my top album. Yay. And I, who don't use Spotify, I kind of didn't get one, which is kind of sad, but I have Apple Music's thing, but I also have a Wrapped for 3 different things. And that is creators and podcasters. Just kind of interesting. Oh, I'm trying to get dark mode off. I don't know why dark mode's on. Because dark mode makes me mad for my email. There we are. Yay! Cool. Should I start with that? I feel like I should start with that. Let's go ahead and get the Wrapped out of the way. Not out of the way, but... Alright, here's creators. Spotify for creators. This is specifically... For the Life of Me is Wrapped. Check it out. ... 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's counting up to 24 since you know it's 2024 and that's what it does. And it got stuck on 18 there for a second. 21, 22, 24. Big Spotify logo. 2024 Wrapped. Alright, here it is. For the Life of Me, Wrapped season is here. Let's go. I actually haven't watched this one yet. Fans were really loving your show in 2024. Your fans have a clear favorite. It's episode 16, iOS 18 rumors, which is interesting. It was streamed 175 times more, or 175% more than your average episode. Ever wondered who your audience is? Let's break it down. Listeners by age 18 to 24, 12%. 25 to 29, 39%. 35 to 44, 25%. 45 to 54, 12%. And 55 plus 12% as well. And where in the world have you been? In 2024, your show traveled the globe. I was streamed in 2 countries. Yeah, United States is my top country. And my youngest listeners are from United Kingdom. I know who that is. Your oldest are from the United States. Of course they are. Fans have great taste, obviously. Other than your show, they also loved Pokes Podcast. This is in order. Pokes Podcast, Case File True Crime, Read the Description, which is the old MSM Project feed, Game Theory, and That Chapter Podcast. I don't know any of those except a couple. Okay, music I don't want to read out, okay? Please. Fine, I'll read it. Number 1, Nerdcore. Number 2, Anime. And number 3, Theater. What kind of categories are those? I'm not insulting anybody who listens, because I sincerely apologize if you were the listener that listened to one of those 3 categories. But, really? Please, guys, electronic? If electronic had shown up, that means that you guys may or may not have listened to mine. Audiobook genres of romance, and then biography and memoir. They didn't just listen, 75%... Oh. This confused me. You guys must be wizards. Listen to this. They didn't just listen. 75% of your audience watched video on Spotify this year. So my thought is, after reading through that a second time, you guys watched other shows that had videos, such as One Tick Pulse has one, or read the description. The MSM Project has one. I thought at first that that's going to be my best guess, because the other thing would be that you guys watched For the Life of Me, and I don't know how the heck you do that. I don't even have a camera hooked up to my computer. Anyways, what kind of creator are you? And then it shows off this like cool triangular diagram that goes between countries, publishing frequency, and episode length. I got publishing frequency, so I am the entertainer. I make short but frequent episodes. And I'll do the one for One Tick Pulse right after this, because I don't have One Tick Pulse to do it on. Your fans have entered the conversation. Your podcast rating was 5 stars. Let's go. Thanks, guys. For the Life of Me. And can I scroll down, please? Nope, it froze. Oh, never mind, it's open again. Thank you for giving people something to talk about. And then keep the conversation going. Something about fans. So if I hit share... Hold on, if I make it blue. Ooh, red. Okay, blue's ugly, red's also ugly. I'm using black, it looks the best. Okay, I don't want to download it. If I hit share and then go over to Instagram, it's sharing as A the Freeman. I don't know why. Okay, and then, oh yeah, and it used the old show art the whole time, which made me kind of mad. I was like, can you not just use the new show art? And here we are. Here's One Tick Pulses. This one's fun. This one's really fun, because I actually posted video for this one, and you guys enjoyed this show this year, which I was quite excited about. I wonder if YouTube has anything like this. Alright, 2024 wrapped. Here we are again. One Tick Pulse, a Minecraft podcast. Wrap season is here. Let's go. Fans were really loving your show in 2024. Your fans have a clear favorite. It was the first episode getting started, which is funny. Streamed 87% more than your average episode. Where in the world have I been? In 2024, your show traveled the globe. US was the top country, but I was also in nowhere, apparently. Fans have great taste, obviously. Other than your show, they also loved the MSM Project's old feed, Poke's podcast, the unexplainable disappearance of Mars Patel, comical reactions, which is crazy. It's a great show, but a horrible concept. And the nudity narrative, which I found kind of interesting. And music is nerdcore again. I don't know what nerdcore is. Listeners can't keep their eyes off of you. Thank you, guys. Here's a breakdown. You guys consumed video 74% of the time and audio 26%. If this is just giving me data from Spotify, why exactly would you pick the audio over the video? Do you just have less time? Shout out, this is the interesting part. Shout out to your biggest fans for keeping you at the top of your game. You're a top 10 show for 4 fans. Thank you, guys. Top 5 show for 3 fans, and a number 1 show for 3 fans. Thank you, whoever those 3 are, especially. What kind of creator are you? And it has to go through this stupid text 3 times in a row. I would love to know what kind of creator I am. Here's the triangle. I already know this one as well. Episode length and publishing frequency. I am the conversationalist. Wait, I was different last time, I think. No, I was the entertainer last time. The conversationalist. Longer episodes. Fun stuff like that. And now it's going back to thank you for giving people something to talk about. Alright. 2 more. I actually haven't seen the MSM Projects one, and I haven't looked at the MSM Project analytics either in a long time. I might actually not have one since I haven't posted enough. Yeah, I don't believe I do. So I'm going to move on to artists and watch that one instead. And then I'll talk about Drop 3. Drop 3 is going to be the big subject, and update you guys on music stuff and fun stuff like that. So, good episode today. 2024 wrapped. 2024 was quite a year. Feels good to be heard. This year I had 11 listeners, this is to music, and 399 streams. I was streamed for 60,000 seconds, 16 hours, 1.01 thousand minutes. Where in the world have I been? 4 countries, United States, Thailand, Germany, and it won't tell me the 4th for whatever reason. Just like there's only one of you, you can only have 1 top song. Why exactly was it Mercury Remastered? I don't know. 210 plays and 3 listeners. So, you guys listened to it 70 times each. Again, this is just analytics from... This one's definitely just analytics from Spotify. There's no way around it. Your fans love your music. Tracks were saved 48 times. Your fans know how to spread the love. They shared your music 12 times. Let's break that down. It was 92% by direct link and 8 by text. Most shared tracks were flow. That's all. Not remastered, just normal flow. Thank you for sharing music with the world, and then blah, 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 blah. What I'm wondering is, do Apple Music artists perchance get their own Wrapped? Do I? I think I do. I think I got an email from them. There is a big green banner. Yes, there is. I do get one. Okay, top cities. This is for Apple Music Center. Out of 14 cities worldwide, the city's fans couldn't get enough. Hold on. Who is it? Who is it? Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Thank you to whoever's there, and if you listen to this show, too, that would be cool. Top Shazammed song. I think it was, what, Venus? It was Venus. Yeah. I think this one has music as well. It doesn't. Yep, it was Venus. Top Shazam song. Minutes, songs, cities, Shazam. So it's not as crazy as Spotify's is, but Apple Music's like Wrapped. Like they have their own one. It's called Replay, and the actual data for that one for me, my personal listening, is honestly listen to this. It's way better than Spotify's Wrapped because number one, it has a playlist, which I think Spotify's does too. Number two, it is accessible all year on a monthly basis, so you can see exactly in a summarization which one of your months you listen to. I don't know, whatever music you like listening to. On like it's just way simpler, and it also came out sooner. Like I can see right now, I have that highlight reel, but I can see exactly what music I listened to in January, how many minutes, my top artist, song, album, no new milestones this month, top songs in your playlist. So if you guys are interested, I'll tell you who everyone was, my top stuff, and how it compares to last year. So here it is. I think I can skip through this. I can. Top artist, top album, top song. What was it? Well, my top artist was myself. I'm sorry, okay? My top album was the Halo Reach soundtrack, and the top song was Finger Bang by MDK. Compared to last year, 944 minutes of myself. And then the number 2 spot was some guy named Better Oblivion Community Center, which is when Alexa would mistake me for somebody else, and so I kept playing that for some reason. Flow was 3rd place in my personal artists. Oh, if I had listened to like 2 or 3 more songs off of the Bad Piggies album, I would have gotten first for that. Top genres: electronic, instrumental, dance, indie rock, and soundtrack. Soundtrack? Where is it compared to last year? There it is. Top artist last year was Center. Or top artist this year was Center. Compared to last year was MSM. Top song this year was, you guys already know it. Whereas last year was MSM. And same thing, MSM. Alright, I'm done with these. I can't do the replays anymore. I really want to talk about something else. Drop 3. What is Drop 3? I'll give it to you. Media Month 2 was a month-long event during November where we, Unmuted Media, released a whole bunch of brand new stuff for you guys to enjoy, and Drop 3 was the 3rd of those drops, occurring on November the 30th. However, it was originally supposed to be a pretty small drop. It was just supposed to be subject to change. Bam! That's all. Subject to change would be out, which I had pre-revealed, kind of. Subject to change would be out. Done. However, it ended up being a lot more than that, because guess who thought, oh, the newsletter was actually kind of fun to write. I want to bring that back. Well, guess what, guys? It's back. Like, if you if you go on the newsletter page, I think it's unmutedmedia.beehive.com, you can see that an edition was posted. It would be Wednesday around 4:30 for you guys. I posted it right before recording this. So those of you who are actually subscribed to the newsletter got an email in your inbox, including myself. I got myself an email, and it jump scared me. I was like, whoa, I got an email from Unmuted Media? What? But, as you guys know, well, as you guys may or may not know, along with that, there was kind of something else kind of big in Job 3, and, well, how did this happen? Let me just keep telling my story. So, I was like, yeah, let's bring the newsletter back. So I look into the template that I had created, and guess what's still there? The animated header image. I was like, well, I'm going to have to redesign that. It's going to be like a new thing. And then I was like, wait, what do I redesign it with? Because I tried using my old, using the old logo, and I was like, oh, this doesn't really go together that well. And then I was like, wait, the word mark on Apple Podcasts and our actual logo do not match at all. So how the heck am I supposed to make good assets if my logo is still all over the place? So I was like, in one day, November the 29th, I decided I'm going to redesign my logo. And I did in one day and got it updated everywhere, especially now. Now that we have everything all updated, it's actually like genuinely out everywhere, including the newsletter. I got it out everywhere minus the newsletter on December the 1st. But otherwise, it's gone. The old logo was gone. The only place that the old logo still is on my t-shirt and a Yeti that I own. I have a Yeti with the Unmuted Media logo. I actually have, hold on. I actually have right here, you can hear it. This is my Lego version of the old Unmuted Media logo, and now it's updated. So, oh shoot, I might need to build a new one, because it's circular. How do I build a circle in Lego? No. But I'm just going to keep that as it is. So it's cool. It's cool. But what came with that? Of course, the newsletter back. Yeah, the newsletter back. Woohoo. And it's now called Unmuted Updates. I was considering doing a drum roll there, but then I had my phone in my hand because I was going to scroll through the newsletter and just tell you guys what it was about. Unmuted Updates. And the logo for it is actually quite cool. If you're interested, the font that we use now for our logo is a font called Maven Pro. It's available on Canva, on Figma, on UMSO. It's everywhere. I just thought it looks cool, and then I made that like the words are like right next to each other, but they are distinguished by boldness, which I think is cool. So like you guys know the new Unmuted Media logo. Well, I can tell you about it anyways if you don't. It's a microphone cut out of a circle, which I thought was quite cool. If you take that and you just draw a line underlining, if you put the text Unmuted Updates next to it, draw a line underneath all that, draw a circular, make that line kind of circle around the S, and then stop at the U in Updates and draw an arrow. That's the Unmuted Media Updates logo. So that's quite cool. And here is kind of the contents of the newsletter. I'll just read you the first paragraph. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of Unmuted Updates. In this newsletter, we summarize all the announcements from the previous month of Unmuted Media. Here's what to expect in this edition. Line. And it says, Unmuted Updates, the return of Unmuted Media's newsletter, Media Month 2, a summary, and Unmuted Media 2.0. What is it? That is something I do want to tell you guys about. If you don't know, Unmuted Media 2.0 was first mentioned if you go on our website and over to, our Instagram account, and then click on the post that has our full logo in it, not the big banner post, although I would suggest going and reading those big banner posts, because They're quite interesting, honestly, because it has a story about it. And it says, we've branded as part of Unmuted Media 2.0. We've started with a refresh to our logo to make its various forms more cohesive. This has been updated everywhere, including but not limited to on our website, merch store, and on our social channels. More news about Unmuted Media 2.0 will be dropping soon, so keep your eyes peeled. Unmuted Media 2. Hashtag Unmuted Media 2. That's because if you try 2.0, it won't work for some reason. It's kind of weird. But it's also mentioned in our newsletter, Unmuted Media 2.0. Mentioned initially and blah, 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 blah. So what is it? Let us explain. It is the gradual simplification of the company. This does not, I want to be very clear about this. So if you're doing something, please pause if you're worried. This does not include removing anything. This does not include removing any shows, like stopping recording of any shows. This does not include removal of features like our website and our newsletter and our Instagram channel. Everything is still going to be as normal. This is just to make sure that we have everything together. Because as I was telling you guys about, when I tried to design something, I was like, look at this, how this word mark interacts with this logo. I'm sorry, this is really weird. I gotta mention this real quick. I just touched my walls of my office area and just kind of moved myself back and forth because, as you guys know, I sit on an exercise ball. And so I thought it's kind of interesting. And so I was like, look at how this word mark, I'm gonna put my right hand on the wall and then interacts with this logo leaned towards the left wall. And then we've gotten to this point now. Anyways, look at how this word mark interacts with this logo, and they just don't like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's me sliding my hands together. They just don't like work together the way that I want them to. And so I was like, cool, new logo time. New logo was in fact served. But here we are. Let me see if I missed anything. In comparison to our rebranded logo, these don't go together at all. That's why we decided to rebrand and design the word mark and the logo together. This makes them way more cohesive, as well as easier to use in more areas, including, but not limited to, the newsletter, Apple Podcasts. If you go over to Apple Podcasts, click any of our shows, and then go to like that little thing that has Unmuted Media on it, our logo is the exact same thing in the little icon that you see when you click on Unmuted Media and up there at the very top. Look at that. It's the same thing. And guess where else it is? Here. That was really loud. I'm sorry, guys. Here on For the Life of Me. I don't know if you notice. I don't know if you noticed this, but if you exit out of the show real quick, I think you can still hear me talking while you do that. And look in the top right-hand corner of the For the Life of Me show art. Remember that old Unmuted Media logo that was there? It's the new one now. That's how close I was. That's how much detail I wanted to use this for. And so the old logo is gone. I'm back to talking about the rebrand now, aren't I? So Unmuted Media 2.0. Nothing is being removed. Everything's being simplified. For example, another example, our audio dramas are handled by a group called Unmuted Media Fiction. However, the thing about Unmuted Media Fiction is I considered it at first to be pretty much its own company, other than the fact that it's tied to Unmuted Media. I have now reconsidered that. Soon the audio dramas will be added back to our website, and I have reconsidered that, and it is Unmuted Media Fiction is only what promotes the audio dramas. So Unmuted Media makes them, Unmuted Media Fiction handles their promotion. So that's why if you see Unmuted Media Fiction on Instagram, they're just there so that Nick can post as much as he wants to about audio dramas without you guys getting flooded by posts that maybe if you're more into For the Life of Me or some of our talk shows that you wouldn't be as interested in. So Nick solely promotes pretty much on Unmuted Media Fiction, and Unmuted Media is for everything else. And so that's one thing. That's going to be another update with Unmuted Media 2.0. But if you read the newsletter and just check part of it, it says, we have big plans for this, so keep an eye out. Hey, guess what? I have no clue what else I'm doing for Unmuted Media 2.0. If, another thing I do want to clarify, I write the newsletter. It's me. And so it just looks a little confusing because if you look at like specific areas like November 11th under the Media Month 2 section. Sorry, that took me a really long time to figure out. It says, however, in the Media Creator Special, Adam didn't say. Yeah, I write in the third person. It's meant to be, the newsletter is not meant to be like, signing off now, Adam from Unmuted Media. It's meant to be, this is Unmuted Media writing to you. This is not Adam writing to you. This is Unmuted Media writing to you. So Unmuted Media almost has like its own personality and style of writing, even though it's really my personality, my style of writing, and me behind it all, designing all the assets and all that, just writing in the third person. So that might be a little weird, but that's just kind of like the way I wanted to go for the newsletter. So I think I'm done talking, just because number one, supper is in 5 minutes for me, and number two, I think I've covered everything I really need to cover. Music updates will be back next week. I haven't had time to work on music. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have had time to work on music. I just haven't because my ears have been so stopped up, and it's been really annoying me, so I decided to just not work on music for a little bit. But now I'm back to working on music. I'm working on a second song, and I'm still going to go back to Dusk and see if I can improve on that at all. But I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.